Welcome to the Grizz Pen, our educational video series. My name is Ginger, a writing consultant at the Oakland University Writing Center, and today we will talk about how to structure a body paragraph. Body paragraphs make up the majority of any academic essay, and structuring them effectively is important to the overall cohesion of your paper. Typically, body paragraphs provide support for the claims you made with your thesis or purpose statement and revolve around one big idea or main point. Body paragraphs can be broken down into 5 basic parts. First is the topic sentence, which is the point of the paragraph. A topic sentence summarizes the argument you are going to make in this paragraph. Next is the introduction to evidence, commonly called a lead-in or signal phrase. This intro prepares your audience for your evidence. Next is the evidence itself, which is usually information from an outside source that supports the claim you made in your topic sentence. This evidence can be quoted, paraphrased, or summarized. Once you've implemented your evidence, you need to explain it in the following section. The analysis section is where you explain what your evidence means and why it is significant or interesting. Finally, you tie the paragraph together by relating it back to your thesis. Taking the information from your analysis section, now you relate it back to your larger argument. How does this paragraph support your thesis? Now that we've overviewed each of the main sections of a body paragraph, let's create a sample paragraph for a literary analysis of Shakespeare's Sonnet 18. Starting with the topic sentence, it's important to remember that topic sentences are like mini arguments or mini thesis statements. You want to represent the what, or what you're arguing, and the how, or how that argument is supported by your evidence. For example, in this literary analysis, the author writes, "The speaker of Shakespeare's Sonnet 18 first demonstrates his love using metaphor and terms of endearment." We identify the what, or the argument, that the speaker of the poem is demonstrating his love, and the how, which uses specific terms like metaphor and terms of endearment. Next is the intro to evidence, or lead-in. This can be used to establish citation information in papers with multiple sources, or in this case, simply notify the audience that your paper is switching from claims to evidence. This author writes, "At the beginning of Sonnet 18, the speaker compares his lover to..." This section does not include the actual evidence, but it prepares the audience for its arrival by referencing the source. After the lead-in, it's time to add your evidence. Whether you're quoting your source in exact words, paraphrasing your source in your own words, or summarizing an entire article, it's important to accurately represent the information in your source and include an accurate citation. Websites like Purdue OWL are great resources to help with citations. This author is using MLA citation style, so they write, "The Darling Buds of May," Shakespeare line 3. They are using line numbers because they are citing a poem. If they were citing a book, they would use a page number instead. Now it's time to explain the evidence in your own words. This section is where you demonstrate how your evidence supports your argument and topic sentence. This section varies in length depending on how much context your evidence needs. This author wrote, "This metaphor compares the speaker's lover to young flowers and uses the endearing term darling, showing the speaker's fondness for his lover." This supports their topic sentences focus on metaphors and terms of endearment. Finally, you tie your paragraph together by connecting it to your greater argument and thesis. It's helpful to think about this section as a justification of the paragraph. Why include this evidence? Why is it important to your thesis? This is the section where you explain that. Another way to think of this section is essentially a so what statement. Yes, you've made this argument, but why does it matter? Think big picture. This author wrote, "The speaker in Sonnet 18 uses this poetic language to convey that the fragility of young love, like a flower, is precious and temporary." They took the argument they made about poetic language in this paragraph and applied it to their larger point about the theme of the poem. When we examine this author's body paragraph as a whole, we can see all the elements of a body paragraph working together. The author's full paragraph reads, "The speaker of Shakespeare's Sonnet 18 first demonstrates his love using metaphor and terms of endearment. At the beginning of Sonnet 18, the speaker compares his lover to the darling buds of May," Shakespeare line 3. This metaphor compares the speaker's lover to young flowers and uses the endearing term darling, showing the speaker's fondness for his lover. The speaker in Sonnet 18 uses this poetic language to convey that the fragility of young love, like a flower, is precious and temporary. This is an example of a well-structured body paragraph. Thank you for watching this edition of the Grizz Pen. If you want specialized writing help with a trained writing consultant at OU, book an appointment with the Oakland University Writing Center by visiting our website at oakland.mywconline.com today.